Since older people lose nutrition faster than young people, if we do not pay more attention to their diet, it will easily lead to adverse effects such as physical decline, decreased immunity, and organ dysfunction, which are directly and quickly reflected in the body. How should older people obtain nutrition? What eating habits should we pay attention to? This video summarizes 4 primary principles to teach you how to help older people eat healthily and easily at home. Which nutritional issues are most prevalent among the elderly? If older people do not get enough nutrition from their diet, the following problems may occur. Sarcopenia. The loss of muscle mass associated with aging is known as sarcopenia. It can be broken down into 2 types, main and secondary. While primary sarcopenia is associated with aging, muscle atrophy, secondary sarcopenia is associated with disease, decreased strength and activity, and insufficient protein intake. Aging neuromuscular system, hormone levels, growth hormone, etc. are all causes of sarcopenia, which often leads to serious consequences. For example, falls, disabilities, chronic diseases, etc. Older people should supplement their diet with more protein, amino acids, and vitamin D to avoid the occurrence of sarcopenia early. Chronic wounds and bed sores. The wound healing process requires specific nutrients, mainly protein, arginine, glutamine, zinc, beta-hydroxy, beta-methylbutyrate, and vitamin C. These drugs efficiently metabolize and remove toxic cellular metabolites. If older people are malnourished or lack these essential nutrients, their body's detoxification mechanism will be poor, and they will be more likely to develop chronic wounds or even bed sores. Dementia. Dementia and malnutrition are a vicious cycle. Because dementia affects the patient's ability to eat, poor nutritional status increases morbidity and mortality. Therefore, many foreign studies have confirmed that supplementing with omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin E, nucleotide uridine acid, choline, selenium, and other nutrients can help maintain the normal function of neuronal membranes and synapses. Further notice, dietary control recommendations for dementia. 3 dietary methods are recommended to prevent dementia. Omega-3. One kind of polyunsaturated fatty acid is omega-3 fatty acids. Since the body cannot independently produce omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, they must be obtained from the diet. Omega-3 has many different kinds of fatty acids with different shapes. EPA and DHA are the most well-known. You can get them from fish like mackerel, salmon, or soy. Many foods contain omega-3, such as soybeans, pumpkin seeds, tofu, broccoli, sesame seeds, algae oil, walnuts, etc. Seafood is also vibrant, including oysters, salmon, tuna, mackerel, sardines, herring, etc. Among them, taking salmon as an example, every 100 grams contains 1,279 milligrams of DHA and 890 milligrams of EPA. Of course, you can supplement it by taking fish oil orally, but it is better absorbed from food. Curcumin long. Turmeric is a yellow-orange spice commonly utilized in curry dishes. It lacks palatability when consumed alone, and is typically combined with various spices, such as cumin and coriander, in a specific manner to prepare curry. Turmeric is rich in curcumin, which is difficult for the body to absorb and solubilize in water. Consequently, several health supplements incorporate hops, xanthohumol extract, or piperine, chavacine, extract to enhance absorption efficiency, thereby significantly increasing curcumin's solubility, bioavailability, and cellular uptake. Among them are many types of B group, but their chemical structures are not similar. They often coexist in the same food. Humans cannot synthesize the B complex on their own, thus they must get it through diet. It is an essential element for metabolism. From this, we can see that if the intake of the B group is insufficient, brain cognitive functions such as memory, mood, and sleep will be significantly affected. It should be noted that excessive intake may cause symptoms such as nausea, insomnia, and anxiety. Pay attention to the 4 dietary principles for older people. Principle 1. Mediterranean diet. The bodies of older people are relatively weak, The Mediterranean diet includes high fiber, high calcium, antioxidants, a reduced intake of red meat, more beans, fruits, vegetables, nuts, olive oil, fish, less salt for seasoning, and a light diet with spices. It can also be paired with root vegetables such as sweet potatoes and 10-grain rice. Principle 2. Eat small and frequent meals. The elderly have a slower sense of fullness or thirst, and problems with oral degeneration or tooth function often cause poor appetite. Eating small meals frequently and consuming different foods at each meal can also supplement nutrition and calories. Principle 3. Less sugar. Sugar consumption accelerates the aging process. Eating an excessive amount of sugar can result in inflammation in the body, elevating the likelihood of developing diabetes, cancer, stroke, or Alzheimer's disease. Older people should reduce sugar in their diet, which will help them be more energetic. Principle 4. Adequate water. As we age, our thirst perception decreases. Therefore, you should pay special attention to whether your body's dehydrated. Make sure to drink at least 2,000 cc of water daily and observe the color and volume of your urine. Also consider whether you have headaches, irritability, or difficulty concentrating, as these may be symptoms of dehydration. Every generation of my family has 3 patriarchs. What specific dietary considerations should they make? According to the American Heart Association (AHA) guidelines, adults should consume at least 500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids daily. You should eat fish about twice a week. Those with cardiovascular disease should consume up to 1,000 milligrams, about twice that of an average adult. If you have hyperlipidemia, following the doctor's instructions on the intake of EPA or DHA is best. People with high blood pressure should pay attention to the principle of 3 less and 2 more. 3 less is low fat, less condiments, less processed food, less use of animal oils such as lard or butter, and use of vegetable oil in moderation to reduce the burden on the body. 2 more is more fruits and vegetables, and more high fiber, such as brown rice, barley, nuts, etc. People with high blood lipids should reduce the total amount of fat in their diet. Frying will increase fat intake, so it is best to steam or boil instead of stir-frying or frying. Replace high-fat foods with small amounts of unsaturated fat, such as salmon, mackerel, almonds, cashews, etc. We value your attendance today. Your feedback is appreciated. Kindly provide a remark below outlining one insight you gained today in your intended application. Your opinions are esteemed, therefore, do not hesitate to articulate them. Your comments offer us substantial motivation and support. Please like, subscribe, and share if you value this video and deem it advantageous. Your support allows us to persist in creating high-quality content that educates and motivates you. We appreciate your viewership and look forward to your attendance in the subsequent video.